Don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say. We just gonna get this thing started off, okay?
My hands are clean. My hands are clean.
Wow. Wow. I almost consider this like an emergency podcast kind of situation. We are recording this on what's today? Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning.
This is the first, man.
Yeah.
In the morning. We had to come through and get this one together real quick. Woo! You know how that meme looks?
Woo! Yeah. Wow.
Man.
I thought this was gonna be a whole different podcast because I was about to give this fool a hard time, but
Yeah. Hey, and look, and I switched back into just, I'm fan mode. I'm just observing, checking things out.
Wow. Total surprise, y'all. Total surprise. So,
Man.
Today, go ahead.
Well, and I was going to say, we getting a little ahead of ourselves, but understandably so. Woo!
Wow. Hustler, man. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. So
yeah. Let's get to. Let's go.
All right. So let's get this thing going. So
yeah. Well, welcome back. First of all, we missed y'all for a couple weeks. We were out of town, did some travel, and schedules kind of got twisted up and dealing with some other stuff. So just getting back to you. But so this morning I get up. I slept in kind of late. I wake up and look at my phone. I see the text from Gary talking about, Chris, what did you do?
Right.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah. And I saw that text and I was like, what's he talking about? I guess he's talking about the way you lost or something,
Yeah.
And then I didn't worry about it,
Right. Yeah. And I was about to text that back like I lost. But then I was like, what is he talking about? So I go check on the app. And I see I'm in the championship round. I'm like, what? So immediately, I'm trying to see what I can see on my phone.
Right.
Can't see, the app is somewhat limited, so I couldn't see the correction and all that, which, we'll get to and show you that. But, I was definitely surprised. I'm a hustler, obviously. I'm sure you was surprised too. But, at that moment, I called Dave right away. We were already thinking about trying to do this podcast this morning. But I was like, yo, Dave, you up? We got to do the podcast.
He did. And then it wasn't until after he called and he goes, he's in the championship. And I'm like, what? So we just kind of did some real quick research and stuff and figured out what happened. So in case y'all don't know, but I guess we'll get to that. So we got a couple things. His hands are clean. I can vouch for that. So
yeah, man.
Because I can tell you right now, Monday night, he wasn't so happy. Okay,
no.
so.
Nah, I wasn't. But yeah, man. So I'm gonna just go over and recap real quick of the other matchup because not to take anything away from that one. Just to back up a little bit. So the prior week, first round, X-Men and Chief. That one, X-Men came up firing down quick.
Right.
Yeah. It was an onslaught from the beginning. At one point, he had over a 100-point lead. And wasn't really much Chief could do. So congrats to you, X-Men, which led him into the next round, facing off against Jose. This actually, it was tightly projected coming out. And Jose actually won the regular season meeting.
Okay.
But this is the playoffs, baby. And it gets a little different. And X-Men proved just that. Because he came out swinging, and Jose must have taken off for that weekend. He's usually working on the weekends, working overtime, but he took the wrong weekend off. Wasn't much he could do, apparently, because he got slaughtered as well. X-Men's been slaughtering for the last couple of weeks. And Jose, unfortunately, left over 100 points, or almost 100 points on his bench, which, might have helped him a little bit. But congrats again, X-Men. Good work. I don't think, several weeks back when we were talking about playoff matchups and, potential champions,
right?
I don't know if we were really mentioning X-Men.
Nah, other than he was kind of consistent all year long.
Yeah.
He was scoring pretty well, If he was losing, he wasn't getting beat down. That was the big difference,
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think we were both pretty much leaning towards Chief and Hustler.
Yeah, that's kind of where I thought it was going.
Yeah. So,
it's not the way it worked out.
things happen.
Yep.
Yeah, things. Wow, it's crazy. So the next matchup, going back 1 week, Baller and Loke. This one here.
That is my favorite matchup.
Oh yeah. Mine too. So this one, I gotta be honest with you, man. I was a little nervous because I had 4 injuries going into that week, into that matchup. So I was a little worried about how my boy was gonna show up and some moves that I had to make, but I was able to topple the king.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you toppled him big time too.
Yeah.
Wasn't it close to 100?
I think it was, man.
It was close to 100.
It was, yeah. Because my notes here, going into Monday night, he needed almost 100 points from one player.
Yep.
And that wasn't gonna happen.
It wasn't gonna happen, right?
Nah. So, but with that being said, man, I've kind of limped into this next round with Hustler.
Right.
So I was a little concerned there, even. But he also has dealt with some injuries from Chase and Hill and I think maybe a couple other folks. But so we were both kind of limping in, dealing with some injuries. I was hoping that his injuries would have more impact on the matchup than mine. As it turned out, as you all saw, very tight matchup.
Oh yeah,
extremely tight matchup. I went into Monday night with a 45.5 point lead. And I was done. And he had
Wait a minute. No, I thought you only had like a 9.5 point lead Monday night. You talking about the previous week?
No, with Hustler.
Oh, with Hustler.
Yeah, with Hustler. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It was yep. He still had a few players though. But yeah, going into Monday night, I was done and he needed 45.5 points to make a comeback. Because he had the kicker,
right?
Which we'll get to,
right?
He had the defense was Sunday night.
So did he have somebody in the other game?
Yeah, he had.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
All right. Because the very last game, all he had was Tucker. Yeah.
He had some other players because it was 3 games on Monday.
Yeah, it was 3 games on Monday. Okay.
Yeah,
all right. All right. I'm straight now.
Yep.
Okay.
So he definitely had an opportunity.
Yep.
But it did come down to that last game.
Yep.
To the very last game, Ravens, 49ers,
right.
Which I came over here to watch with you.
Yep.
And
that was fun. That was funny.
That was grueling. I'm sitting there watching the game, and I'm a Ravens fan, right? So I'm torn because, I want my boys to look good. I want them to win the game. But at the same time, I don't want Justin Tucker kicking anything.
He didn't want him kicking any field goals. And the way that game started, it looked like it was going to be an all field goal game.
It did.
And Tucker, he don't miss, right? So then next thing you know, Chris is like, just score touchdowns. Just score touchdowns. We don't need any more field goals.
Yeah, man. And then what happens? Right before halftime, the Ravens, they had the ball.
Yeah.
They're driving down. I think there was either a big play or a penalty that put them in field goal range. And I'm like, what the?
And they almost punched it in, though, didn't they? Didn't they get it down to like under 5-yard line?
Yeah.
But they ran out of time, couldn't get it in.
Yeah.
So end up kicking a field goal. And it was like, oh, this is over. All he needs is 3 more.
At that point, honestly, I thought I was done. I was done. Because I'm like, all right. They just kicked before halftime. They got a whole nother half to go.
Yep.
The way this game is going, he's kicking at least 1 or 2 more field goals.
Right.
And so I was done at that point. I was already switched my mindset. Like, all right, not the championship.
He didn't shut it down till like about 5 minutes left in the game, though. He was still trying to be in it, So
that's true. I think I was talking about, if they take 2 chances and he misses,
right. Oh man,
there's some track points, but man. Woo, yeah, that was interesting, man.
That was
a great game to watch in real life. Great matchup between Hustler and I. I had conceded, what I mean? Gave out congratulations on a great season. Still a great season by Hustler, but I really thought I was done.
Yep.
And until this morning, when I got that text from X-Men, I hadn't even checked.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I hadn't followed up on my injuries, hadn't followed up on anything really. I'm like, shit, I'm done. But woo.
Yeah. So just to break it down real quick, the adjustment that we found was on Hustler's defense. Okay. So, because I do remember the score being higher the night of. So, and basically what it turns out is they adjusted it based on the point total. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to show y'all how the league scores. And so what happened was they had 23 points against their defense. And before that, they hadn't adjusted for that. And so they had the 2 points here that they gave him for holding the team to under 21 points. But when they adjusted it for the actual score, which was 23, which meant that he lost the 2 points for keeping them under 21. And then if you let a team score between 22 and 27 points, you lose a point. Mm-hmm. So then he lost a point. So he lost a total of 3 points, which was the adjustment that put you into the final.
Put me back into the final.
So
yeah, because I was wondering, like, okay, there's 3 points, a 3-point difference,
right,
from the last time I checked.
Yep.
And yeah, that's the 3 points.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Man.
Look, Hustler, I don't even know what to tell you. I feel for you. I just saw your last little meme that you put out there. Great attitude. Good words, I told Chris before we started this recording, the league's going to be like, what the hell did Commish do? But, we all say that in jest because we know he on the up and up. So it's all good. It's just the way it worked out. The scoring, that was the real score. And that's how it ended up. So we end up with the Baller and the X-Men in the final now. So that is the official final. Baller versus X-Men. And looking at the initial projections, it's looking real tight over here. So let me pull that up here real quick.
Oh, I'm just now reading Hustler's text. Yeah, appreciate you, brother. Definitely appreciate you, man. Yeah. It's just wild how things go down.
Yeah, but, I mean it. Yeah, man. It's I feel for you, and I also told the commish I'm going to create an award to be handed out on an annual basis called the Hustled Award, not the. You got hustled, okay? And so, unfortunately, Hustler is the recipient of the first 2 You Got Hustled awards, okay? So I'm gonna get with the commission, get your address. I'm gonna actually send this to you, okay? So, and it's gonna be a rotating award every year. Whoever we feel like got hustled at the end of the year, okay? So I got to come up with the design and stuff, but I'm gonna put something together. So,
man, oh man,
yeah. But so now looking at the projections for the final, okay, it's tight. It's tight. And I don't know about you, X-Men. I'm pretty sure you're already massaging your roster. Commish hasn't started to massage his, but it's like basically a tie right now. So it's basically a tie. So
yeah, I haven't even gotten to that point yet. I'm still kind of tripping off what just happened. Again, I mean, nothing but respect and appreciation for Hustler. I mean, honestly, bro, you've been a champion all through the season. I definitely, I mean, even though I was matched up with you, I went into it like, damn, goodness gracious, I got to take down the giant.
Well, I got to congratulate you, man. I mean, you worked your way up. Because it wasn't looking so good the first half of the season.
No doubt. So, at one point, I was in 9th place.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
It gives hope to the rest of us, is what I got to say. Okay. So,
ooh, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a lost words. I'm still kind of shocked, surprised by this.
Still digesting.
Enjoying it also. But yeah. It's a bit crazy, man. It's a bit crazy. Yeah.
So any final words of wisdom for the folks out there?
Keep fighting. You know what I mean? Even when things look like they may be down.
Oh, man.
Like they may not be going your way. You got to keep hope alive, stay positive, keep making moves as though they are. And they may just be.
Well, on that note, y'all, we're going to close out this podcast. We'll get one out, on time after the championship, regardless of who wins or loses. Like the commissioner said, it was a rough couple weeks here with going in on a trip and then the holidays hitting. So, but full of surprises this year, full of surprises. So we happy about it. It was a hell of a year so far. Later.